Welcome to today's module lesson. In today's lesson, we'll be reading again pages from the book, The Most Magnificent Thing. We'll be looking closely at the pictures and the text to learn more about what the girl does to make her most magnificent thing. I'm going to go ahead and share our screen so that we can see what our targets are for today. We have two targets for today's lesson. The first one is I can look closely at the illustrations and text to describe how the girl acts when things go wrong. The second one is using the text and illustrations, I can draw and write about what the girl does. Before we begin our reading, let's look closely at what readers do when they look closely at the pictures and text. I'm looking at this anchor chart with the red words. It says, close readers do these things, anchor chart. Look closely at the pictures. Reread important parts of the text, listen carefully to the words, and answer questions about the words and pictures. That's what our focus is today. I want you to be thinking about these questions as we're reading. How was the girl able to make the most magnificent thing? She's not quite there yet, but she's on her way. And secondly, how does the girl respond when something goes wrong? So those are our questions for today as we read page 15 to 18, looking very closely at the text and the pictures. The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. I'm going to go ahead and turn to page 15. And here we go. This is when things are beginning to go wrong. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces. She jams parts together. She pummels the little pieces. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. So show me what it means to smash and jam and pummel. She's getting really angry, so she's smashing it, she's jamming it, she's pummeling it. And down below, the author, what does he mean or she mean when she says her brain is too full of the not right things? What does she mean? What does the author mean? If you look at the picture, this black cloud above her head means her brain is very what? Maybe confused. Maybe she's feeling angry and she just can't think right. If only the thing would just work. And Mrs. Duquette read it louder and louder because as you see, the text size gets bigger and bigger. Let's look closely at her face and body on this page. How is she feeling? That black scribble, confusion, anger is above her head. If I look at her eyes, they're showing that she's feeling very frustrated, very angry, and her mouth is starting to look a little mad as well. Crunch! Which part of her body did she hurt? She smashed her finger and look, it's starting to get red. You can tell it's throbbing in pain. The pain starts in her finger. Look at her finger. If you look closely, you can see it's red and kind of swollen. It rushes up to her brain. So it went from her finger to her brain. And she explodes. Is she using any habits of character right now? Is she collaborating? Is she persevering? Is she taking the initiative? She just exploded. I'm not good at this. I quit. This is called a speech bubble. It shows what the author is saying, or in this particular page, it might be what she's thinking. I don't know if she's talking out loud right now. Her assistant suggests a walk. So think about what just happened on those pages. What just happened? We turn back to page 15 and do a quick picture walk. It will help us to remember. She's smashing, jamming, starting to get a little frustrated and mad. She's getting even more angry because it's not working. She's so angry when she hurts her finger that it just doesn't hurt in her finger. It actually travels up to her brain. And then she explodes. Does she really explode? No, it's just how she's feeling, right? And then her negative self-talk. I'm just not good at this. I quit. Is she persevering on that page? What do you think? Let's go ahead and go back to our slideshow real quick, and we'll talk about what your writing is for today and what habits of character are. So if we come here, remember there's 3 habits of character. I think I forgot to share. Remember there are 3 habits of character. The first habit that we talked about was initiative, and that's when the girl decided that she had a job to do, and she gathered all her materials and she began her job. The second habit of character is when she collaborated and asked her puppy if he wanted to join her. The third habit of character is perseverance. When something is hard, I keep on trying. I challenge myself. When something is hard, I keep on trying, and I ask for help if needed. I want you to think about that when you look at this page right here. What is she doing right there? Well, in the book it said, and then she explodes. And she also had a speech bubble on one of the pages. I'm going to add that on here too to kind of get us thinking. In her speech bubble, she said, I'm just not good at this. I quit. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in here right now. So the girl said, I'm just not good at this. I quit. So what I want you to think about right now is this question. During this section of the text, is the girl using habits of character? Why or why not? So in the box, you'll draw a picture of if she's using a habit of character or not. You can even click and drag on my speech bubble and put it into your picture. If you're in kindergarten, you'll draw and record if she's using a habit of character. If you'd like to be challenged, you can write. And if you're in first grade, you're expected to draw and write. Remember, you're using these 2 pictures or images to help you decide if she's using a habit of character and telling me why or why not she is. So again, it's a picture of her exploding because she's so angry, and then a speech bubble of her thinking or saying, I'm just not good at this. I quit. You'll be working on that writing assignment before we meet. Kindergartners, you'll be sharing your work at our 9:45 Zoom meeting, and first graders, you'll be sharing it at our 10 o'clock Zoom meeting. I look forward to hearing your thinking about how the girl is or is not using the habits of character, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you in a little bit. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.